have spent the last few days at this RV park. This RV park is called Splash RV Resort in Milton, Florida, and it's a really interesting park. It's going to be really nice, but there are some things that I'd like to point out and some stuff that I'd like to tell you guys about in case you're wanting to come here. Now, the first thing that I'm going to say is we're on A row, and A row has shorter sites on it, and we fit in pretty well. But one thing that I'm going to complain about right off the bat is the highway noise. This side of the park is right off the highway, and the highway noise is actually really bad here. We asked to move, and there wasn't any good options available in order for us to get closer to Steph's family while they were here, so we ended up staying here, and it worked out fine. But if we were here by ourselves and we were trying to enjoy our time here outside, it would have been really frustrating because it is really loud. They're working on some other stuff. Like I say, this is an up and coming RV park. It's still under construction, so some of the stuff isn't even open yet. But we're gonna kind of walk you through the RV park a little bit this morning and show you guys what it's like.
So as you can probably hear, they're still doing construction, they're still doing a lot of work, but the water park is open. The star of the show here is definitely the water park. We've had a lot of fun almost every day coming here. There's an adults only pool, which is nice if you want to, get away from the kids for a little bit. And it's not that far separated from everything else, so if you do have kids here, you're not leaving them too far from you. There's also a kids pool or a family pool, and it's kind of varying in depth. So if you have a little kid and a bigger kid, you can have them both in there at the same time. There's a splash pad, there's a lazy river, which we floated countless circles on over the week. There's also 2 water slides. They do have a height requirement, but they have an inflatable slide for the littler kids over at the splash pad area. What Mike and I were kind of looking forward to is they plan to have food trucks and a beer garden open, but as of early July 22, it's still not open. As much as we were looking forward to that, we kind of got in on a loophole that worked out really well for us. Right now, you're able to bring food and drinks into the pool area, so we'd pack a cooler with snacks and waters and, adult beverages. But they said when the beer garden and the food trucks open, you're not going to be able to do that. So, good and bad. It would have been nice to have the food trucks and the beer garden here, but it was also really nice to bring in our own stuff and save a lot of money that way. So even though the extra amenities aren't open, there'll be an arcade, there's gonna be a lodge area, there'll be a gift shop, the food trucks, the beer garden, none of that's open. All the water stuff is open, so all the pools, the slides, the lazy river, all that's open and free to enjoy when you're here. I will say you have to have an armband, which we don't love, but it also helps keep track of who's supposed to be here and who's not, and the kids have a different color, so I think that's how they keep them separated out of the adults areas.
Alright, so one awesome thing about this trip was that everybody stayed a little bit differently. We have a travel trailer, her parents stayed, and they have a Class C, and then her brother's in-laws were in a fifth wheel, and then her brother Justin stayed in one of these cabins.
We thought we'd walk through the little cabin and kind of show you what it looks like. Now this is not made up because they just checked out, so there's gonna be some linens and stuff, but they're actually roomier than I thought, so. Yeah,
I'd love something like this for a home base. I mean, it's really cool.
So we walk in and it's this little seating area. So you've got a little couch, a little chair, not a ton of seating room, but I don't think you're gonna have 10 people in here. Massive TV, and I wonder if part of the reason it's so huge is because upstairs there's a loft with 2 little beds, and maybe the kids could see the TV from up there.
Let's go up there first. It's perfect for Steph's size.
It is. I'm holding my shoes. These stairs are steep, I will say that. Our niece slept up here and she was showing it to me the other day. and she couldn't even stand up without hitting her head. So it's very much a loft area, but it's pretty perfect. You have a couple kids, throw them up here, their own space.
Or a short wife.
Or a short wife. You just want to get away from the husband.
I love these windows up here too.
It is really makes it not feel so cave-like.
What's crazy is this kitchen area is actually really big.
Yeah.
It's got this big, deep sink in it.
Mm-hmm. I'm really just being nosy now because I have not looked around. Coffee pot, that's important.
It's got all the stuff you need.
Nice full-size fridge, oven, microwave. Oh, that's deep. The cabinet goes back deep. Nice big bathroom. Now it is the only bathroom, one bathroom in them, which is fine for the small space. A nice shower, toilet. I don't know what this one is.
Pantry.
That's a big pantry. Washer and dryer right here. More cabinet space. I don't even think you'd be able to use this unless you were staying here for like, you know, over a week. I saw these, the barn doors. So
Oh,
you've
the
got a
barn
closet,
doors.
yeah.
Fancy.
Closet and then a dresser, another small TV for the parent.
Oh, there's a TV in here? Oh, I see.
A little hidden. They took their linens off the bed, so that's why it looks a little chaotic, but another little TV. Oh, and it does have a pocket door to separate out the bedroom. If you're looking at this water park to stay in the cottage, this is what this one looks like. It looks like from the outside most of the models are the same, but they might have different models, and I don't know the pricing off the top of my head, but go to their website and check it out.
Okay, we in the sun. Okay, we in the sun. Hello, 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 hello. Okay, we in the sun. Okay, we in the sun. Hello, 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 hello. Nice to meet you. Hello, never been here before, but I feel like I'm home. Yeah. Put my feet on the road. Meet me over the coast. We got places to go.
So the pool area isn't the only place that's under construction. There are 2 dog parks that are supposed to be here, and it looks like they still need a lot of work. I mean, they're like mud pits right now.
Seems like irrigation isn't a great situation here because we'll get mud pits like behind our camper, and Callie hasn't even been in the dog parks even though there's 2 of them because they're just kind of mud pits. I'm assuming they're gonna put something down and just haven't yet because they're nice and big and shaded, but the ground needs some work in them.
Yeah, there's a lot of standing water all throughout the RV park. Like I say, a lot of stuff's under construction, and we're really gonna give them the benefit of the doubt because of that. I would be really curious what this place looks like in 6 to 12 months.
Yeah.
Because it's already really nice, and it's only gonna get better.
Yeah, I'm sure you can hear the road noise is still an issue here. There are pine trees along the interstate that they've built like as a barrier, so hopefully over the next couple of years as they grow up it'll help. Overall, we've really enjoyed our stay. Like I said, the water park is phenomenal. We've been able to bring in our own food and drinks. Our camper's here, so everything we have and need is here. Now, we did get in a little bit early as like a promo price because they knew not everything was going to be open when we booked. And so I think it averaged out to about $92 a night for us for a back-end site. Now those are going to vary, I'm sure, the time of year you come, the type of site. They have some Class A only sites. They have pull-throughs. There is one buddy site in the campground that we know of. I think it's the only one. And that's where our family stayed, and it was great.
So the question is it worth it?
I don't know. I'd do it again.
I would, but I don't think I'd book it right now. We came with Steph's family, like we said, so we had a reason to come here. But if we were gonna stay in the area, I don't think I'd come back here yet until everything's done.
Yeah, I am curious. If you guys see this video a year from now or you're planning to go, update us. Let us know if we should come back when it's all open and show you guys, or you tell us what you think once everything's open.
Okay, we'll see you guys next time.
All right.